Hello and welcome to the Quality Shot YouTube channel. My name is Jess. We are running it back to talk about the incredible run of Alexandra Eala at the Miami Open. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button to the Quality Shot YouTube channel because I have everything you need when it comes to tennis, both on the men's and women's side. Alexandra Eala, she made the semi-finals of the Miami Open as a 19-year-old wild card and also as the only Filipino WTA player. So let's talk about it because she had an absolute dream run at the Miami Open this year. If you were watching it, that was a real moment for WTA tennis. It was such an exciting moment. If you were keeping up with everything that was going on, she is going to be such a star in the future. She not only did so well for herself and for young tennis players, but what she did for the Philippines was incredible. The fact that the Philippines doesn't have any active WTA players is something that I feel like we're going to see a lot more in the future, just because she's going to inspire so many people to want to pick up a tennis racket, hit a court and have a hit. And it's such a great thing to see because there are so many countries that don't have top players, and this is an opportunity that she can kind of show that for a country like the Philippines. Now, who is Alexandra Eala? Well, she is, as I said, a 19-year-old from the Philippines. She is their only active player and she is a product of the Rafael Nadal Academy. I feel like her being associated with the Rafael Nadal Academy makes so much sense because the way she played and the way she never gave up, it was so obvious. She really had that grit and determination and passion like Nadal, so it makes a lot of sense. So she is no stranger to success because back in 2022, she won the girls' US Open title, and from that, she ended up appearing on Vogue Philippines on their cover. So she definitely has been around for a while and has been doing quite well from a young age. When she won that US Open girls title, that made her the first Filipino player to win that title, or to win a US Open girls title. And then now, only in a short amount of time, well, I'm sure for her it isn't a short amount of time when you're training every day, but we're in 2025 and she is now already making headlines with this run that she's had at the Miami Open. So let's talk about it. So if we have a look at Alexandra's run at the Miami Open, she won her first round in straight sets. And then when she went on to the second round, she played Grand Slam champion Jelena Ostapenko and she won that match in straight sets 7-6, 7-5. So it was a close match, but that's when things started to change a little bit. People were like, okay, she's doing well. She just beat a former Grand Slam champion, but she then went on to beat the current Australian Open champion Madison Keys in the round of 32, and she also did that in straight sets 6-4, 6-2. She already made headlines after she beat Ostapenko, but then to go on and back that up is so impressive. And then after that, she was set to play Paula Badosa, but Badosa withdrew due to an injury, so she got through her round of 16 without having to hit a ball. But then she had a huge task in her quarterfinal match, which was against Iga Swiatek, the world number 2, and she won that match also in straight sets 6-2, 7-5. There have been some people that have been saying that that was the biggest loss for Iga's career. I mean, it is a pretty big one, I suppose, in terms of you're losing to a 19-year-old wild card, but I mean, she was great, so it's really nothing negative to Iga about losing that match because Eala was really on fire that week. And yeah, so she won that match 6-2, 7-5. So around the time of the quarterfinals, that's when things really picked up. I mean, the hype was already real, but I think that was when it was really felt on social media, particularly if you're someone that posts content or you watch a lot of content. The engagement, the Filipino fans around the world were so invested in tennis. They wanted to know who this girl was, what was she doing, when was she playing, when can I watch her, what is going on. So everyone was really invested. It was really nice to see. I feel like it was a real moment on social media because people wanted to get behind this girl, whether you were Filipino or not. It was just like, she's having a moment, a breakout moment in such a big tournament. And people were really thinking like, can she win this tournament? And it's kind of like, we don't really know if she can win this tournament, but maybe she might be able to. And then after she beat Iga, it was like, okay, this is big. Then going into the semi-finals against Pegula. Pegula is definitely a different type of player in comparison to the others. So I think heading into that match, it was a little bit like, if you can beat Iga, you can beat Madison Keys, Ostapenko, they all hit quite hard, then maybe you can get past Pegula, but then it was going to be a real test of whether she could adjust to Pegula's game style, and she did really well to fight in that match. I think that was a match for me that I felt like she was really pushing and she really showed how good she can be. So she dropped that first set 7-6, but then she came back to take the second 7-5, and then she did lose that third set 6-3, but even at match point, she was fighting to get the balls back and to try and save match points. Like, she was still really in that match and was fighting until the end. She really made Pegula fight for it. And I think the reaction of Pegula after the match, it was really evident that she was like, okay, this girl is good. And I think it really put the rest of the WTA on notice a little bit, because she absolutely was making waves that entire week. So not only was she able to beat 3 Grand Slam champions in a row, she was able to become the first Filipino player to reach the semifinals of a WTA event. And as a result of having such a good week, she's the first to crack the WTA top 100. So heading in to the Miami Open, Alexandra was ranked around 140. And then now, because she had such a good week, she is now at world number 75. And that's just going to make life so much easier for her. She now gets automatic entry into major tournaments like Grand Slams. And if she can keep going, she's just going to keep rising. So that was such a good week for her. It was such a breakout moment and such a huge achievement for her and for the Philippines. And it was just such a cool moment, I think. It was a real kind of like, it was nice to be a part of that and to be able to see that sort of all play out in real time. And I think we need more players like that on the WTA. I mean, the ATP gets so much shine. The WTA I feel like keeps growing and keeps building, and it definitely, with players like Eala, it's just going to keep growing. And I hope we see more players from countries that maybe don't get as much shine. I mean, there are a lot of big countries that get a lot of recognition in tennis, and they always will, but I think it would be amazing to see players from other countries be able to do well. I mean, it is all dependent on players having breakout moments, I suppose, but I really do hope that we see more, because it not only is so nice to see these players really like bring people together, but also being able to see them shine and then to inspire other people to either watch tennis or play tennis or just get involved. So it's such a beautiful moment. And yeah, I definitely think that was one for the history books, seeing the breakout of Alexandra Eala in 2025. And I cannot wait to see what she does for the rest of the season and the rest of her career. I mean, she's only just getting started. She's only 19 years old. So this is really just the beginning for her, and it is very exciting. Look, thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button to the Quality Shot YouTube channel. My name is Jess. Thank you for watching.